Welcome back to this cozy life, friends. I'm so happy you're here. Fall is my absolute favorite season, and I love getting cozy. And so today I'm going to bring you for a cozy fall night. I know that the fall season means shorter days, and that means sunlight leaving us earlier than we like, but for me, it is an excuse to get my home cozy and warm. And I like to start off by closing all of our blinds and turning on some cozy lamps, and also going around my house and lighting candles. I feel like candles just set the mood and add just an extra layer of coziness. Today I want to do some fall baking, but before I do that, I just have to pour myself a glass of some type of drink, and today it's the Olipop Crisp Apple. I was actually able to find this at my grocery store, so I wanted to give it a try, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed the flavor. It was a perfect cozy drink for my baking session, and I really enjoyed it. While I am going to be baking, I wanted to start Gilmore Girls again for the season. I have been a Gilmore Girls fan, and so having that in the background just makes it all the more sweeter. I am planning on making some pumpkin cookies. These are a recipe that I found on Google. I'll have it linked below. And I just gathered all of the ingredients. It was a very easy recipe to follow. It just required flour and sugar and baking soda, baking powder, and I just found that it was a fairly easy recipe to follow along on. I love baking. Baking is so therapeutic for me. It is a joy to be able to make something out of nothing, to be able to make something sweet and warm and tasty out of just random ingredients. And I love to spend my nights baking and resting and relaxing after a long day of momming, of working, and tending to my home. So I really do enjoy just the slowness and the quietness and the ease that comes with baking. If you have a favorite recipe for baking, please let me know in the comments. I would love to see what you are all baking and creating, and I'd love to try it out. So let me know. I think another thing about the fall season for me is that I am not pressured to do a lot. I think that with fall and winter comes a sense of hibernating, and as a homebody, I love staying home. I love making my home feel warm and inviting and safe. And I just love getting to spend time creating and using my hands to make something beautiful. And I really enjoy this season and all that it encompasses. After I put my dough together, I just scooped it up into these balls that didn't really turn out very pretty, but they are supposed to have this kind of more runny texture to them. Once the cookies were all rolled up onto parchment paper, I popped them into the oven for 10 minutes and just waited until they were nice and brown. After about 10 minutes, I made sure to check and see that the cookies were cooked all the way through. And so I took them out and allowed them to rest for about 10 minutes while I worked on the frosting. For the frosting, I just whipped together some butter, some cream cheese, some powdered sugar, and vanilla, and this was so delicious. It was such a light and delicious frosting for these cookies. By this point, my anticipation is killing me. I don't always know how my baking goodies are gonna turn out, and I am here to say that these cookies were incredible. They were amazing. I think that they were my most favorite cookie recipe that I have ever made. And I've made quite a few cookies in my life, and these were just amazing. They were hands down the best things that I have ever had. And again, I will leave the recipe linked below, but after I finished the frosting, I went ahead and dressed all of the cookies, made sure that each got a decent amount of the frosting, and was just so excited and eager to try them and to see how they came out. And finally, after a lot of anticipation, the cookies were well worth the wait, and I enjoyed watching the rest of my Gilmore Girls episode while eating a few cookies. And that was the end of my night. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me as we enjoyed a cozy fall night. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.